always see in the comments is people not complaining, but telling me that the questions are too easy, or saying they got all of them correct or only one or two wrong, and that got me thinking, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to do something that will completely flip the tables here, turn the tables, and this time people will complain or say that this is too tricky. And so I thought tonight I would set you the challenge of the world's hardest trivia quiz that I've done on my channel. So I have prepared 25 extremely tricky trivia questions in the hope that this time some are going to stump you. Now these are so difficult, in fact I have got multiple choice answers for them to make things maybe a little bit easier, and they are all here on my phone. But before we get to them, I first of all want to wish you all very good luck with this quiz. I'm really intrigued to find out how you all do, so please keep track of your score and comment down below what you get out of 25. I wonder what would impress me. I actually don't know what would impress me at this rate. It's that tricky, but if you guys do enjoy tonight's video, want to see more general knowledge quizzes or facts and trivia videos on the channel, then be sure to leave this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're not already subscribed. It would really mean a lot to me, and it's a great way to help support the channel as well. And yeah, without further ado, are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready. I really don't think you're ready for this. We are going to get started with question number 1. Here we go. Which of these numbers is not a mathematical constant? Euler's number, Helmholtz ratio, pi, or the golden constant? Once again, which of these numbers is not a mathematical constant? Euler's constant, Helmholtz ratio, pi, or the golden constant? What do you think the answer is? I'll give you a few seconds to think. No cheating, no searching it up. Just lay there in your bed with your earbuds in, close your eyes, listen and make a guess. Unless you know. The answer is B, Helmholtz ratio. There is no such constant as Helmholtz ratio. Question number 2. Which language has the largest vocabulary by dictionary entries? Spanish, Mandarin, German, or English? Once again, question 2 was which language has the largest vocabulary by dictionary entries? Is it A, Spanish, B, Mandarin, C, German, or D, English? Give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you got your answer? I hope you do, because the answer is D, English. English has the largest vocabulary by dictionary entries. So well done if you got that one right. Question 3, another sort of language themed one, but this one is specifically about the English language. The last letter added to the English alphabet was J, W, Z, C, or Q. What was the last letter added to the English alphabet? Was it J, W, Z, or Q? Have a little think here. What sounds like it would be added last, unless you already know and you're feeling pretty smug about this one? discovered? Was it gold, iron, copper, or silver? Which element was discovered first? Was it gold, iron, copper, or silver? What do you think was the first element discovered? I can tell you that the first element discovered was copper. Here's a fun one, question 5. What is the only mammal incapable of jumping? Is it a sloth, a hippopotamus, a rhinoceros, or an elephant? What is the only mammal incapable of jumping? Is it A, a sloth, B, a hippo, C, a rhino, or D, an elephant? What do you think? Can a sloth jump? Can a hippo jump? What about a rhino? Or even an elephant? What can jump? Can't, to clarify. Have you got your answer? Do you want to change your mind? Well, the answer is an elephant. I feel like I've read that out in a fact video before, that elephants can't jump. But also I've heard that hippos can jump, so I think I maybe would have been a bit stuck on that one. So we're 5 questions in. How are you doing so far? Are you 5 for 5? You got 1 right, 2 right, maybe 3 or 4. Well, let's move on to question 6, which is, which country has won the most Olympic gold medals? Which country has won the most Olympic gold medals? Is it the United States, China, Great Britain, or France? Which country has won the most Olympic gold medals? Is it the USA, China, GB for Great Britain, or France? What do you think? It's okay to take your time here. Have a little think. What do you think? Which country or who has the most gold medals? I think I know what I'd guess. Well, I can see the answers, but the answer, though, however, is the United States has the most Olympic gold medals. Alright, I would say here's a tricky one, but I feel like a lot of them are tricky so far. So, question number 7. What does the E stand for in JPEG? JPEG. What does the E stand for in JPEG? Is it efficient, enhanced, expert, or encoded? What does the E stand for in JPEG? Is it efficient, enhanced, expert, or encoded? Oh, now that's tough. That is tough. What do you think it is, though? It's really hot in the studio today. If I look a little bit red or a little bit hot, that's fine. Anyways, the E in JPEG stands for expert. Alrighty, question 8. How is your geography knowledge, your capital city knowledge? Because question 8 is, what is the capital of Mozambique? What is the capital of Mozambique? Is it Rabat, answers listed A, B, C, or D, in case you wonder why I go like the answer is, and then say the letter. Anyways, what color do you think it is? If you said brown, you were wrong. If you said green, you were also wrong. If you said purple, you were right. Purple is the color of the thorble. Question number 10. Double digits now. Which Shakespeare play contains the most words? Is it A. Hamlet, B. Macbeth, C. Othello, or D. Romeo and Juliet? Which Shakespeare play contains the most words? A. Hamlet, B. Macbeth, C. Othello, or D. Romeo and Juliet? You know what? Here's a surprise for you. I've only read 2 out of 4 of those. So I wouldn't know. However, do you know? The answer is A. Hamlet, which is one of the ones I've not read. I've read Macbeth and Othello, so I don't know if I would have got that. Alright, question 11. We are now 10 questions in. How are you doing after the next 5? Well, for question 11, what is the rarest spoken language? Now, before I say them, I apologize if I say them wrong. So, is the rarest spoken language A. Kawashana, B. Piraya, C. Jerep, or D. Toshiro? What is the rarest spoken language? Is it A. Kawashana, B. Piraya, C. Jerep, or D. Toshiro? I can tell you that the rarest spoken language is D. Toshiro. Question number 12. How is your astronomy knowledge? Which planet technically has the most moons as of current astronomical classification? Which planet technically has the most moons as of current astronomical classification? Is it Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune? Is it Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune? Ooh, it's warm in here, holy moly. Well, the planet that technically has the most moons as of current astronomical classification is B. Saturn. Now, I purposely threw this next question in there just for a bit of fun. Question 13 is, what year was the term ASMR coined? In other words, what year was the term ASMR invented? Was it 2010, 2012, 2007, or 2009? Now, if you've watched all of my videos, or specifically my facts about ASMR video, maybe you know what year was the term ASMR coined? 2010, 2012, 2007, or 2009? If you said 2010, you'd be right, because it was coined in 2010 by someone called like Jennifer. I can't remember their name. Alright, question 14. Do you play the violin? If so, you might know this one. How many strings does a standard violin have? Specifically a standard. Is it 5, strings does a standard violin have? 5, 6, 4, or 3? I wish I could play the violin. It'd be fun. Well, a standard violin has 4 strings. 4, 4, 4. Question 15. Who is the current chess world champion? Is it A. tingly, B. Hikaru Nakamura, C. Gukesh Tomaraju, or D. Magnus Carlsen? Once again, who is the current chess world champion? A. tingly, B. Hikaru Nakamura, C. Gukesh Tomaraju, or D. Magnus Carlsen? Don't worry, I'll give you a little moment, unless you know. Then well done. Let's give you 10 more seconds. The current chess world champion is C. Gukesh Tomaraju. Question number 16. Which country was the first to give women the right to vote nationally? Was it A. the United States of America, B. the United Kingdom, C. Finland, or D. New Zealand? Once again, which country was the first to give women the right to vote nationally? Was it the United States of America, the UK, Finland, or New Zealand? Well, do you have an answer? Because the right answer is New Zealand. Alright, let's do a quick fire one here so you don't have much time to think. Which organ can regenerate itself significantly? Is it the liver, the heart, the lung, or the kidney? Which organ can regenerate itself significantly? The liver, the heart, the lung, or the kidney? Quickly pick one. Quickly pick one, pick one, pick one, pick one, because have you got one? No changing your mind. The answer is A, or the liver. Alright, well done. Question number 18. This might take me a little minute to read. What is the longest bridge in the world? Again, sorry for the pronunciations. Is it the Changhua Kaohsiung Viaduct? Is it the Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge? Is it the Tianjin Grand Bridge? Or is it the Hong Kong Shuai Macau Bridge? I'll read them one more time. What is the longest bridge in the world? The Changhua Kaohsiung Viaduct, the Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge, the Tianjin Grand Bridge, or the Hong Kong Shuai Macau Bridge? Do you know? How's your bridges? The answer is the second one that I said, B, which is the Danyang Kunshan Grand Bridge. Alright. Which of these ancient structures was completed last? The Stonehenge, the Parthenon, the Great Pyramid, or the Colosseum? Which of these structures was completed last? A. Stonehenge, B. the Coliseum. Now I am actually gonna double check this. Because I want to confirm, although I think this is right, the answer that this states. Yes, okay, so the ancient structure that was completed last out of those four was the Colosseum. Alrighty, on to question 20. What basketball team has won the most championships? Was it, or is it, the Boston Celtics, the Chicago Bulls, the Los Angeles Lakers, or the Miami Heat? What basketball team has won the most championships? The Boston Celtics, the Chicago Bulls, the LA Lakers, or Miami Heat? I obviously know this one, but do you? Man, I look really pinky red today, I'm sorry. The answer is the Boston Celtics. Not a huge fan of the Boston Celtics, sorry. Alright, question 21. How many legs does a lobster have? 6, 10, 8, or 4? How many legs does a lobster have? 6, 10, 8, or 4? I don't really eat lobster, to be honest. But I know the answer. Do you? The answer is 10. A lobster has 10 legs. It's a fun one. I think I've read this in a fact video though, so hopefully you've been paying attention. The dot over a lowercase I or J is called an accent, a spit, a diacritic, or a tittle. What do you call the dot over the top of an I or a J basically? Is it an accent, a spit, a diacritic, or a tittle? I'll give you 5 seconds for this one. The answer is D, a tittle. Tittle. In which year did the Titanic sink? 1912, 1914, 1918, or 1920? Question 23. Which year did the Titanic sink? 1912, 1914, 1918, or 1920? The answer is 1912. And the penultimate question here, 24. Have you been keeping track of your score so far? Because there's only 2 more questions for you to add some more points. Question 24. What is the chemical symbol for lead? What is the chemical symbol for lead? Is it LD, PB, L, or PL? I didn't want to confuse you by going ALD. So, is it LD, PB, L, or PL? What's the chemical symbol for lead? The answer is PB for this chemical symbol for lead. And that brings us to question 25. This one's a little bit wordy, so try and listen carefully. Which statement about time is scientifically correct? Is it time flows at a constant rate everywhere? Time is independent of gravity. Time can is independent of gravity. C. Time can stop at absolute zero. Or D. Time passes differently depending on speed and gravity. Let you have a little moment here. There's a lot to take in. But the answer is D. Time passes differently depending on speed and gravity. Well, everybody, I hope now I have finally created a video with extremely difficult, or at least slightly harder than usual, trivia questions. And I hope that you have thoroughly enjoyed this, as well as, of course, finding it relaxing. Maybe you're even asleep right now, which bonus points to you if you are. If you are awake though and have been keeping track of your score, or if you've come back to watch this and try it again, let me know in the comments what you got out of 25, maybe which ones you got wrong, or just what you thought of the quiz in general. I would love to hear your thoughts. But thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe as well if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you all